Los Angeles, night. Kobe Bryant walks into a luxury steakhouse. His wife Vanessa is with him. Both are elegantly dressed. Both are happy. They are celebrating. Kobe just signed a new contract, 6 years, with the Lakers, at 19 years old, at the top of the world. Then a waiter comes, approaches their table, looks at Vanessa, looks at Kobe, looks back at Vanessa, and makes a comment. One word, just one word, but that word changes everything. Kobe's response lasts 5 seconds. No violence, no anger, no shouting, just 5 seconds, and those 5 seconds change the rest of that waiter's life. Because sometimes the most powerful answer is the quietest one. Los Angeles, June 9, Saturday evening, 7:30 p.m. Morton's The Steakhouse, Beverly Hills. White tablecloths, leather armchairs, waiters in bow ties, silver candelabra, candlelight on every table. The cost of each meal is the equivalent of most people's daily wage. This is a place for the rich, the famous, the powerful. Kobe Bryant walks through the door. He's 19 years old, but at 1.98 meters, he's taller than everyone else. He's wearing a dark suit and a black tie. Not without a tie, because this is that kind of place. His hair is short, his face is youthful, but there's maturity in his eyes. A maturity that not every 19-year-old possesses. Beside him is Vanessa, 16 years old, long brown hair, a blue dress, pearl earrings, beautiful, young, happy. She's holding Kobe's hand. They're both smiling because it's a special night. Kobe just signed a $70 million contract with the Lakers, one of the biggest deals ever for a young player in NBA history. Their lives have changed. Their futures are secured. They've come here to celebrate. The hostess greets them. "Good evening, Mr. Bryant, madam. Your reservation is ready." Professional, polite. There's no discrimination here, at least not overtly. She escorts them to their table, a corner table, special, intimate. Candlelight shines on their faces. Vanessa sits down. Kobe sits opposite her. Their hands are clasped on the table. They look at each other. They don't speak. They just live in the moment. $70 million, Vanessa whispers. "Can you believe it?" Kobe smiles. "No. It still doesn't feel real." "What did your father say?" "He cried. He cried on the phone. My mother too. Both of them. They couldn't say anything." Vanessa's eyes fill with tears. "You deserved it. You deserved everything. Getting up at 5 every morning. Every practice. Every sacrifice." Kobe squeezes her hand. "We deserved it. You were by my side. Every step of the way. This moment. This scene. This happiness. This purity. The world hasn't worn them down yet. The pressure, criticism, scandals, breakups, reconciliations, tragedies haven't come yet. Right now they are just two young people, in love, happy, believing in the future, but there's something they don't know yet. The waiter approaches, middle-aged, maybe 40, white, gray hair, slightly bushy. His back is straight, but there's something in his eyes, a coldness, a distance. He wears a professional mask, but there's something else underneath. He stands beside the table. He hands out the menus, one to Vanessa, one to Kobe. But his gaze is different, soft when he looks at Vanessa, not when he looks at Kobe. "Good evening." His voice is smooth, his words are correct, but the tone is cold. "Welcome to Morton's. I'm David. I'll be serving you this evening." Vanessa smiles. "Thank you." David nods. Then he looks at the menu. "Would you like to start with a drink?" Kobe asks for water, Vanessa for white wine. David writes it down. Then he looks up. He looks at Vanessa. He looks for a long time. Then at Kobe. Then back at Vanessa. He's calculating, judging, deciding. "I'll take your order when you're ready." His voice is still professional, but something has changed. It's subtle, it's noticeable, but it's there. He turns, he leaves. Vanessa and Kobe look at each other. They say nothing, but they both felt it. That coldness, that distance, that judgment. "Am I hallucinating?" Vanessa asks quietly. Kobe takes a deep breath. "No, you're not hallucinating." They look at the menu, but the taste is gone. The previous warmth is gone. Now it's just two people trying to eat, but there's a tension in the air. David returns. With the drinks, he gently pours Vanessa's wine, carefully, so as not to spill. Kobe's water, less carefully. The glass hits the table hard. The water swirls slightly. It doesn't spill, but almost. Kobe notices. Vanessa notices. David's face is expressionless. The professional mask is in place. "Are you ready to order?" David asks, but he only directs the question to Vanessa. He doesn't look at Kobe. Vanessa orders filet mignon, medium rare. David writes it down. "Excellent choice." He smiles. He smiles at Vanessa. Then he turns to Kobe. The smile disappears. "You, prime rib, medium rare." David types. No comment. No excellent. He just types. Then he gathers the menus. And he says, "That word, that sentence, that devastation. And what will your friend have?" That's when everything changes. Time freezes. The word hangs in the air. Your friend, companion, not spouse, not lover, not partner, friend, companion. As if Kobe is an escort. As if Vanessa is dating him but it's not a real relationship. As if it's temporary, fake, something to be taken lightly. The underlying meaning is clear. Why would a white girl be with a black man? Vanessa's face flushes. Not from shame, from anger. She opens her mouth. She's about to say something, to correct David, to say "my husband." But Kobe raises his hand. Calm, gentle, a gesture. "I'll handle it." Kobe looks at David. His expression is calm. No anger, no harshness. He just looks. Eye contact. Direct. Unwavering. 2 seconds. 3 seconds. 4 seconds. David is starting to get uncomfortable. Kobe still doesn't speak. He just looks. That look says it all. "I heard what you said. Now let's see what you do." Then Kobe speaks. His voice is low, very low. David has to lean down to hear. But every word is clear. Every syllable is sharp. "My wife will have prime rib, medium rare. And I ask that you show my wife and me the same respect. The respect you would want to show your family." 5 seconds. 5 seconds from beginning to end. No violence. No shouting. No threats. Just the truth. Just dignity. Just a line is drawn. That's it. No more. You haven't seen the biggest surprise yet. David's face first turns white. Then it turns red. His mask falls. You see that he understands. His mistake. The word he said. That his racism has been revealed. He opens his mouth. He's going to say something. He's going to apologize. He's going to make an excuse. But the words don't come out. "I'm sorry." He finally stutters. "I didn't mean. It was a mistake. Kobe shakes his head. He doesn't accept the apology. He doesn't reject it either. He just acknowledges it. "Okay. Understood. Go on." David takes the menus. His hand is trembling, slightly trembling. The other waiters might notice. Shame is on his face. Not just because he was caught. Because he looked in the mirror. Because he saw his own ugliness. "I'll pass your order on right away." He speaks quickly. He wants to get away. He wants to escape. He turns. He leaves. Kobe and Vanessa are left alone. Vanessa's eyes fill with tears, anger, pain, disappointment. Will it always be like this? Will every special moment be ruined like this? Kobe holds her hand. No, but sometimes it will. And every time we'll have to choose. Anger or honor. Violence or dignity. I choose dignity. Every time. Why? Why didn't you shame him? Why didn't you tell everyone? Because it's easy to destroy him. It's hard to change him. I don't like the easy way. Vanessa smiles, through her tears. "I love you. I love you too. And this man named David can't take this evening from us. Our evening, our celebration. He's just an obstacle. We'll overcome obstacles." The food arrives. Another waiter brings it. David didn't send him. He was probably too embarrassed. He told the manager. The manager sent someone else. The new waiter is extremely polite, extremely attentive. He's making overt compensation for David's mistake. Kobe and Vanessa eat. They talk. They laugh. They make plans for the future. They're trying to forget David. They can't forget him, but they won't let that moment ruin their nights. We skip ahead in time. 20 years forward. 2018. Kobe is retired, married to Vanessa. 4 children. Gianna, Natalia, Bianca, Capri. A happy family. They went through hardships. The 2003 scandal. Rumors of separation. But they stayed together. They grew stronger. One day Kobe receives a letter. Handwritten. Long. 3 pages. Signed David Morrison. Kobe doesn't remember. Who is this David Morrison? He opens it. He reads, "Dear Mr. Bryant, you may not remember my name. I don't expect you to. But I have never forgotten you. In 1998, I was a waiter at Morton's the Steakhouse. You and your wife came to celebrate. I disrespected you. I referred to your wife as your friend. It was a racist, degrading, unacceptable remark. I couldn't sleep that night when I got home. I thought about the expression on your face, the calmness in your voice, the compassion you showed me. You could have yelled. You could have fired me. You could have humiliated me in front of everyone. But you didn't. Instead, you taught me a lesson. You said, show the same respect you show your family. Those words stuck in my head, because at that time, my daughter was dating a man of another race, and I was making her life hell, just like your waiter did to you. That night when I got home, I called my daughter. I apologized tearfully. I told her I wanted to meet her boyfriend. I told her I wanted to change. Now they're married. They have 2 children. And they told me they want to name their first grandchild Bryant, in your honor. Because if you hadn't taught me that lesson that night, I could have lost my daughter. Kobe continues reading the letter. His hand trembles slightly. Because he remembers that night. He remembers the pain. He remembers suppressing that anger. And now he learns that those 5 seconds weren't just for that moment. They created waves. Waves that lasted for years. The letter continues. I quit my job as a waiter. Now I'm a high school teacher. History. And every year I tell my students your story, without mentioning names. But I tell it. I tell them how a young man taught me a life lesson in 5 seconds. Some students laugh. What can 5 seconds change? They say. I tell them, everything, if it's the right 5 seconds. You were 19. I was 42. But that night you were the teacher. I was the student. And the lesson you taught me saved my life. It saved my family. Why am I writing this letter? Because my daughter asked me, Dad, why did you change? You were a racist for years. Then suddenly you changed. Why? And I felt I had to tell her the truth. I remember a sentence I heard from Kobe Bryant that changed my life. That sentence, respect for your family. Those words mirrored me. They showed me my own ugliness. And I made a choice. To live with that ugliness, or to change. I chose to change. I am grateful to you. I am grateful every day. Sincerely, David Morrison. Kobe finishes the letter. His eyes are teary. Vanessa is beside him. What happened, she asks. Who sent it? Kobe gives her the letter. Vanessa reads it. Her hands go to her mouth. Oh my God. Do you remember? Yes, I remember every second of it. When I went home that night I was angry. So angry. I wanted to punch him. I wanted to scream. But you said, if you respond to every ignorant person with anger, your life will be anger. Vanessa nods. Did I say that? Yes, you were 16. But you were wiser than me. And now look, 20 years later. That man has changed. His family is saved. His grandson will bear your name. Kobe reads the letter again. 5 seconds. Just 5 seconds. And in 20 years, a life has changed. A family has been saved. Perhaps dozens of students have been affected. Wait a minute. Don't miss that detail. Kobe picks up his pen. He writes a reply. Dear Mr. Morrison, your letter deeply touched me. I remember that night in 1998. It was a painful moment, but it was also a teaching moment. It taught me something. Anger is easy. Honor is hard. And what is hard is always more valuable. I am not proud that I changed you. Because I didn't change you. You changed yourself. I only held up a mirror. It takes courage to look, and even more to change. I am happy for your daughter and grandson. And the fact that there is a child in the world named Bryant, that is a great honor for me. But I want to tell you something. That night you also taught me something. You taught me that everyone can change. No one can be defined by a single moment. You're not that waiter anymore. You're David Morrison now. A father, a teacher, a good person. And this is more important. Sincerely, Kobe Bryant. He sends the letter. A week later, a reply comes. Not from David, from his daughter, with a photo, with the baby. It says Bryant Morrison. And a note. My dad cried when he read your letter. It was the first time I'd ever seen my dad cry. Thank you, for saving our family, for saving my dad. Kobe hangs the photo on the refrigerator. He looks at it every day, and he remembers. 5 seconds. Just 5 seconds. But those 5 seconds changed a generation. January 26, 2020. The world crumbles. Millions mourn. Celebrities, athletes, fans. Everyone shares a Kobe story. David's daughter also shares. That letter. That photo. Bryant Morrison. And she writes, I never knew Kobe Bryant, but he saved my father's life. In 5 seconds. And because of those 5 seconds, I'm here today. My son is here. A family is here. Because Kobe chose honor over anger. That post goes viral. Millions of likes. Thousands of comments. Everyone learned something. Kobe wasn't just a basketball player. Kobe was a teacher. A teacher who taught life lessons in 5 seconds. What you see now is nothing. Because the real question is, what would you do
If your honor were attacked, if someone you love was humiliated, would you choose anger, violence, or like Kobe, 5 seconds of calm? That's the hard part. Anger is easy. It's easy to yell. It's easy to punch. But to stay calm, to show compassion while protecting your honor, that's hard. That's real strength. Kobe was 9 and he knew that lesson. How old are you? Do you know that lesson? Because life will give you that moment. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in 10 years, but it will. Someone will disrespect you. Someone will humiliate someone you love. And in that moment you will make a choice. Anger, honor. Kobe chose honor. And 20 years later, a family was saved. A generation changed. A legacy was created. What will you choose? 5 seconds. Just 5 seconds. But those 5 seconds can echo forever. Mamba mentality. Mamba wisdom. Mamba forever.